What if the rules you were taught about money aren't just wrong, but are actively designed to keep you from ever having it? For generations, we've been sold a single sacred script. Go to school, get a safe job, cut your expenses, invest what little is left, and one day, in 40 years, you'll be free. It's a path of slow, grinding accumulation, a path of delayed gratification so long, you might not be around to enjoy the results. But all around us, we see people breaking the game. People who don't just climb the ladder, but build their own. This creates a deep and frustrating conflict. On one hand, you have the deafening chorus of traditional advice telling you to be patient, to be frugal, to play it safe. On the other, you see the evidence that a different path exists, a faster, more leveraged one, but one that feels shrouded in mystery and risk. This isn't just about finances, it's a philosophical divide. Is life about minimizing risk or maximizing opportunity? In this video, we are not going to give you another budget spreadsheet or tell you to stop buying coffee. We are going to dismantle the entire financial game you've been forced to play. We are going to expose the fundamental flaws in the Start at Zero playbook and then, from the ashes, give you the first 3 counterintuitive moves to build a new one. This is about rewriting the source code of your financial reality, starting today. Most people believe that starting from zero is a game of addition. You get a job, you get a paycheck, and you try to add to your savings account, dollar by painful dollar. The accepted wisdom, championed by countless gurus, is to find a secure job, your primary shovel, and then spend your energy trying to plug the holes in your bucket. Cut subscriptions, eat at home, budget every penny. The evidence for this is everywhere. It's the story of our parents, the foundation of retirement planning, the gospel of financial responsibility. It's the slow, steady, guaranteed path to a modest nest egg by age 65. It feels safe. It feels responsible. But if this path is so reliable, why does it feel like running on a treadmill? Why does one emergency, a medical bill, a car repair, threaten to wipe out years of progress? Here is the first crack in the foundation, the first intellectual hook. What if the problem isn't the holes in your bucket, but the size of your shovel? What if your entire strategy is focused on defense, in a game that is won on offense? This singular focus on saving pennies ignores the catastrophic limitation of the core strategy itself. To understand this, we need to look at the world through the lens of a single powerful concept, the time for money trap. This is the bedrock of the traditional path. You trade 1 hour of your life for a fixed amount of dollars. There is a hard, unbreakable ceiling. You only have 24 hours in a day, and you cannot sell all of them. So, when you take a safe, salaried job, you aren't just getting paid. You are selling your most finite resource, your time, at a fixed price with nearly zero upside. We can re-examine the security of a job through this lens. That bi-weekly paycheck isn't a symbol of safety. It's the receipt for a transaction where you sold your potential for a pittance. The real product being sold is your future, and you are the seller. And the first aha moment is this: the safety of a salary isn't a floor, it's a ceiling. You have capped your own potential from day one. If we accept this, then the greatest financial mistake a person at zero can make becomes terrifyingly clear. It's not buying a new phone or going on vacation. The single most destructive move is optimizing your life around a single capped income stream. It is spending years becoming exceptionally good at a job that will only ever pay you what the market decides your time is worth, not what your output is worth. The impact of this isn't just financial, it's psychological. It trains you to think of your value as a function of time, not a function of the problems you can solve. You begin to believe that the only way to earn more is to work more hours, leading to burnout, stagnation, and a quiet resentment. Your ambition slowly erodes, replaced by the desperate need for a 3% annual raise just to keep up with inflation. If selling your time is the trap, and the trap is the single biggest risk, then what is the way out? To answer that, we have to go to the source of all value in the world. It's not entirely your fault. This mindset is a relic. We are running on an operating system handed down from the industrial age, which promised stability in exchange for labor. That promise is now broken by automation, global competition, and the internet. But the educational and cultural systems haven't caught up. We are trained to be compliant cogs in a machine that no longer guarantees a lifelong pension. This fear of uncertainty forces good people into a cage, even if the door is unlocked. To escape, you must shift from being a resource to being resourceful. You must stop seeing the world as a consumer or an employee and start seeing it as a system of problems waiting for a solution. But I know what you're thinking. This all sounds risky and idealistic. What about the undeniable virtue of a steady paycheck, of building good credit, saving up for a down payment, and having a predictable life? This is the ultimate defense of the old model, the false redemption. It's the idea that slow and steady is inherently more noble, more secure. But let's deconstruct that virtue using our new lens. A steady paycheck is only steady until the day it isn't. You are betting your entire livelihood on the decisions of people you do not know and a market you cannot control. A mortgage isn't an asset. For most people, it's a 30-year liability that chains you to a specific location and a specific income level. Even the act of saving, in an era of high inflation, can be a losing game. And this leads to our second, more profound aha moment. The relentless pursuit of traditional security is the single riskiest strategy of all because you are diversifying nothing. You have a single point of failure, your job. Its apparent virtue is a mask for its true fragility. So let's assemble the mosaic. We started with the common myth. Save your way to wealth. We shattered it by revealing the time for money trap, showing that your shovel is too small. We identified the greatest mistake, optimizing your life around a single capped income. And we've just deconstructed the final counterargument, revealing that the safe path is actually the most dangerous. The final breaking point for anyone on this path is the slow, dawning realization that they are working harder and harder just to stay in the same place. It's the moment they realize that 40 more years of this won't lead to freedom, but to exhaustion. Now that we've burned the old map, we can finally draw a new one. Now that we understand the machine that keeps you trapped, we can ask the real question. What does the escape actually look like? The first move has nothing to do with earning money. It's about changing the equation entirely, and that answer changes everything.